Hey,
sorry.
girl.
Sorry, I'm saying that Seska and Lampard are in the top 5 for assists. Gerrard's not there.
Okay.
Gerrard's top 10. Seska's second now, isn't it?
I can't even introduce the
Third.
episode.
KDB's
KDB jumped.
second.
Who's the first? Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
He doesn't count. He's a winger.
Okay, guys, let me introduce the episode.
Sorry.
All right, you might have guessed it from our pre-talks, but welcome back to another episode of Gold Diggers Extra Time. We are going to be discussing all things midfielders, and we are going to be ranking our top 5 midfielders who have ever played in the Premier League, but we're ranking them based on their time in the Premier League, okay? So, for example, if we're going to pick Steven Gerrard in this conversation, it will be Steven Gerrard's time in the Premier League and what he has won whilst he was in the Premier League. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I hope it does.
Yes,
Thank you. It includes the Champions League, okay?
Thank you. What he has won, 2 Carabao Cups, FA Cup, and a Champions.
Okay, thank you, Shai.
Anyway.
Before we get started, make sure you're following us on all social media platforms at GoldDiggersUK on Instagram, at GoldDiggersUK on Twitter, GoldDiggersUK on LinkedIn. And I'm doing this first because I'm so sure we're going to run over time with this. All right, cool. Let's get started. Shai's in the building, Ella's in the building, Faye's in the building, Nasa fan, a Liverpool fan, and a Chelsea fan walking to a bar. This is crazy. All right, let's start at number 5, okay?
Can I say something?
Wait, can we say players and then do the top 5?
No.
Okay, we can do honourable mentions and stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
sure.
something to say. I think some players, Steven Gerrard, Yaya Toure, David Silva, N'Golo Kante, I think they will make the top 10, but I don't think they're in the top 5 conversation, and I think they've had applaudable Premier League careers, especially the one that won the title, so shout out to them, but the 5 I think is very solid 5. I have my 5 off my head. Can I go?
No, we're gonna do from 5, okay?
Oh,
Is
I
that
don't
okay?
have,
with
like,
Wait,
everyone?
can we mention it
No.
and then do order?
Well,
You
I
wanna
have a
ma-
1 and an order. I don't have a 1 and then, but I don't have a 1 to 5.
Wait,
get-
so you just have Gerrard on your list and saying
And
that's
then
it?
no, I have like 5 names, but
Uh-huh.
not in a particular order. But I know my number 1.
Okay,
I
but you know
my
your number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know my number 1 as well.
You know your number 1?
Yeah, so
you
do
know
I.
your number 1?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do number 1 last.
Okay.
All right. Let's throw some names in there then, seeing as we want to do it that way. Honourable mention. You mentioned N'Golo Kante. Doesn't N'Golo Kante make this top 5?
No.
But why not? Why not?
I think Kante's 6 to 10, and as I said, because him, David Silva, Yaya Toure, those 3 had fantastic careers in the Prem, but I just think that there's midfielders who were better than them, and that's not taking anything away from those 3.
So, the Kante role. Tell me which midfielder that you would put that can do his role better than him.
That's a good question.
Probably none.
Exactly. So
But-
I'm sorry, if there's none,
He's
if
one
we're
of one.
talking about all-rounders,
we don't
I
need to talk
don't
about all
think-
rounders though. We don't, because not every midfielder needs goals and assists. Because
not just
when he
goals
did
and
need, when he
assists.
did, when he was scoring, he was chopping up that United defense. He chopped them up. We don't, not every time goal
I
and
just
assist.
think there's names. I don't want to, because Anita said let's not get into the top 5. I just think that there's players who are slightly above them in the pecking order. But if this was a top 10, Kante would definitely be in there.
I think he should be number 5.
I don't have him 5th.
Anyone
No, we don't.
disagree? All
I
right.
have him fifth.
So you've put Kante as your number 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else are we putting as a number 5? So we've got Kante to set the bar. Who's beating Kante into that 5th spot?
I'll put David Silva.
What?
Ooh.
I just love the way he played. I just think for Man City, for what they wanted to achieve, he was one of the first signings, if I remember, that they
Of
made.
that era, yeah.
Of that era.
Yeah.
And just the beauty of the way he played. He just has had everything. I mean, apart from the Champions League, unfortunately, only special midfielders win that. But yeah, it's.
Allah.
I just think I couldn't not put him in the top 5. I just think he is arguably City's best ever player. And then
Really?
arguably, who's better? Aguero.
Don't say Yaya Toure.
No, I wasn't.
Who's better? Maybe Aguero.
I
but-
think
Yeah, who's
Aguero is
better?
probably the one that can rival him
Yeah, but
as
David
best ever
Silva
player.
just-
Yeah.
I think KDB's up there.
Oh yeah.
But I've
of
got him
course.
in my list anyway. But I just think I just couldn't not put him in there.
Anyone disagree with David Silva being in the top 5? Firstly,
In conversation,
in conversation.
I agree with Shai. Top 10.
Did you say top 10 for David Silva? Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm in my 5.
Now, what's your 5? Or your
My
fifth
fifth?
one? Yeah.
Patrick Vieira.
Why? If Vieira can get in, why can't Kante?
Fam, do you know what I mean?
If Vieira can get in, why
You know what I
can't
mean?
Kante?
Patrick Vieira is better than N'Golo Kante.
At least Kante want the.
I don't know.
How many
I'm
Prem
just
Leagues
saying,
has
one won a
Vieira won?
champs.
Oh, same as Kante.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
was
many Champions Leagues
Kante win
did
too?
Yeah, he won.
Kante
He won.
win?
He won one at
Leicester.
Chelsea and then one at
Oh,
Leicester.
so- And how many Champions League?
Vieira won the Champions League for Inter Milan.
No,
Oh, but we're talking-
The time in the Prem.
But
We already set the caveats. Time in the Prem.
so based on their time in the Prem, I think Patrick Vieira was one of the best midfielders of his era, and I think he could do everything to a good or really good standard. He was great defensively. He's better on the ball than Kante, 110%, and you know he had some good finishes in his locker too.
So that's Kante.
I think if we're talking about errors, I think Patrick Vieira played in a harder error than N'Golo Kante. That's no disrespect to errors, but I just think so. Because when you look at the majority of this top 5, it's going to be players that didn't play in the Kante era, in my opinion. Anyway,
That's gonna shoot you in your foot when Ella brings up Steven Gerrard. By the way, just so FYI. But carry on.
yeah, but Steven Gerrard got no primes.
Doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You just drew out David Silva for not having the Champions League. And
No.
Yes, you did.
I said it takes a special
A special
midfielder
midfielder.
to win a Champions League. Didn't say
Like a Kante.
and he's still in there. We're still in top 5, but yeah, just special midfielders win Champions League.
Anyways, so I just think
It's true. I agree.
It's true.
okay. I just think Uncle Pat is one of the best midfielders the league has ever seen, and I think a top 5 without him would be absurd.
I think top 10 for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think a
orange.
top
That's
10.
insane.
I think a top 10 for
Top 10,
Vieira.
a top 10 for Patrick
yeah.
Vieira.
If we're being honest,
Yes.
like out of all of the 3, if we were to put them all in Vieira's era, Kante could definitely hang. Could Vieira hang in Kante's era? It's
Absolutely.
not. I don't think.
Absolutely.
Oh.
What are we doing here?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't know if we could. Chan.
Patrick Vieira can't hang in the modern day era.
Could
That's
he?
what you're saying. No, answer me. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
You've lost me a little bit there.
I
You've
don't think
lost
he
me a little bit.
I don't know.
Do we need to do Gold Diggers documentary series and roll the tape so we can watch it? Like, I don't know what's going on.
Maybe. How comes he never won the Champions League of Arsenal? What happened?
We lost to Barcelona. That's what happened.
Oh,
Just-
swear.
And to be fair, that match was a farce. It was a farce.
You lost to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Same, I know how you feel.
You get it?
We beat them as well.
Losing to Barcelona, yeah.
take,
That
give
match was
and
a
take.
farce.
That is the fact.
That's the
that
one
it's
thing I'll
the
give
way-
to
It's the
you.
way we lost it. If
It
we
was
lost
a
it fair and square,
farce.
fair enough. Red card, offside. It was too much.
What
Yeah.
they did to Nah, sorry.
It was crazy. I
What
saw-
they did was
I saw a
mad.
Barcelona fan do the user GIF, the Drogba. It's a disgrace GIF. He clearly doesn't know where that GIF has come from. He clearly doesn't know.
If a Barcelona fan ever says it's disgrace me, I might punch him up. I might punch him up.
Like match fixing. Yeah.
Right. All right. Back to midfielders.
Sorry.
So we've got Kante, we've got Silva, and we've got Vieira. Let's make a decision on who gets that 5th spot. Is it Kante? Is it Vieira? Or is it Silva? Guys, we have to be amicable here.
I'm not budging.
I'm not budging
I
either.
think we should go Silva.
Oh, so no one's budging.
No. I'm not budging.
I'm not
So I'm
budging.
gonna have to make the decision.
Yeah.
How about we let the viewers make the decision?
We have
fuck
to.
the
We have to
viewers.
start somewhere.
Anita, make the decision. Make the right decision.
Kante, Silva, Vieira. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think
Number 5 as
in
well.
the comments. No, honestly, I have my answer. I just don't think you'll like it.
Well.
I think Vieira was definitely one of the greatest midfielders the Premier League's ever seen, for sure. Very good at work. I think when you talk about all-rounded midfielders, you speak of Vieira. I'll give you that, okay? David Silva, on the eye, he's beautiful to watch. And that's what I love about football, just being beautiful on the ball, kind of like Eden Hazard. That's why I love him so much, right? Cool. N'Golo Kante, you cannot replace. You cannot replace. You cannot replace. What Kante did for Leicester, he did it at 2 teams.
I don't even agree.
And he won the Champions League.
I didn't even
The thing is, the one thing that he has over both of you is that he's actually won the Champions League in his time at Chelsea. So that's what I would put Kante. Sorry.
Dead Kante dealt with your midfield in that Europa League final. Half dead.
I don't care.
Half
because
dead.
It's crazy. If we're being impartial,
Anita's crazy.
If we're being impartial, it is insane to even have N'Golo Kante above David Silva in the all-time Premier League midfielders list.
If we're being impartial,
if we're basing it on what they've done in the Prem,
we're basing it on their time in the Prem and all the trophies that they've won. Remember,
and
you lot set the caveats.
Oh yeah,
and
you lot set the caveats.
Everything they've done, and I don't
and how they played. If we're being so honest, if Vieira can't even get into the top 3 conversation, like, oh, who's the top 3, and you know what people generally say in football Twitter, then you. Come on, man.
But he's not in my top 3.
No, but I'm saying if he really
he
can't.
Was in my top 3.
He's
I
never
replaced him with Cesc Fabregas.
Fabregas top 3.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Ooh.
For me, it's Kante.
That's disgusting. That's Chelsea bias.
No.
Not.
But wait. Can I just ask a question? How many champs did Vieira win at his time in the Prem?
0.
How many Champions League did David Silva win?
None.
How many Europa Leagues?
None.
How many Europa Leagues?
None. But
Kante has one of each. It is the point because we're rating
And
their
also,
performances across
whilst
the
we're
board.
rating the performances,
You Arsenal fans,
how many
you
Champions League player of the season?
You would love him,
But do you know why? For me, this argument is disingenuous because none of you will sit here and tell me that Thierry Henry isn't the greatest player in Premier League history. He doesn't have a Champions League for Arsenal. So
yeah, but you can see what he's done at Arsenal.
That's the same thing for David Silva during the Premier League era. What are we talking about?
So why aren't you picking Silva?
I said if it's between those two, I'm putting David Silva above N'Golo Kante.
Because I know you are one of the people that was saying, what's his name, Torreira over Kante.
No, I wasn't.
I know you was.
Wait. I can vouch for her. She weren't. She weren't. But them man that was saying Torreira over Kante them times, yeah.
People were saying that.
I'm still looking for you.
People were saying that.
Looking.
And when push came to shove, one of them was crying on the bench and it has 3-0.
It was 4-1.
No, but it had 3-0 at the time when he was crying on the bench. And
you remember the scoreline?
I had that screen grab on my phone still.
But no,
but you make a valid point. It's just that for me, like, unfortunately,
it's the Chelsea bias.
1 of 1.
It might be Chelsea bias, yeah.
No, it might. It is.
It might be, but I guarantee.
Well, who we say well?
In that period of time,
y'all in the comments.
Everyone would want a Kante in their team.
Everyone.
During Vieira's era, we don't really. Chelsea didn't need him.
Now you're being disrespectful.
What we didn't.
Now you're being disrespectful.
Wait, what did you
I said during that
Vieira's era, not everyone would have Patrick Vieira in their team. I don't agree with that.
Would we need a Vieira in our team during that era?
I feel like, right.
If you didn't have Makelele, probably.
But we did have Makelele.
But you didn't.
And then we had
even after Makelele left.
Yeah.
Even after Makelele left, yeah, I feel like there are variations of Vieira that you can find in different players. Obviously, Vieira is the all-rounded player, but you can find a player that can do things that Vieira does, but just at a couple of levels below, right? You can't find a player that does what Kante does, even at a few levels below. You just can't find it. Kante works like a horse. It's ridiculous. So that's why.
He's 2 players in one.
He's 2 players in one. Like, someone to take away Makelele's role from him, for me, that's crazy, innit? That's me. But anyway, you lot let us know. I've given you my opinion. They've given you their opinions. You guys let us know in the comments.
Does Vieira have a World Cup?
Yes.
Oh, is it?
And a Euros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last year was at Arsenal. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Remember when they said Arsenal won the World
there
Cup?
you go. Wait. David Silva. Did he win?
I don't think
was he in the team?
Part of that Spain group.
He wasn't in the team.
Oh,
was
I
he in the
completely
team?
forgot. During their time, what they won.
Yeah.
I'll leave the national team out of it. We don't need to go there.
No,
he's got a World
we
Cup
actually
as well.
can.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
World Cup and a Euros.
Anyway,
unfortunately, he didn't get.
for the 5th place, we'll leave it to you guys, right? So Kante, Silva, and Vieira have been mentioned. They can't be mentioned again
You
going
said that
forward.
5th. So
Yeah,
just stick it. Kante 5th.
No.
Kante 5th.
We're letting the people decide.
we'll let the people decide.
Do you not care about the people?
Shy.
All right,
I'm annoyed.
let's throw some more names in there. Who would you put in your 4th place? We've got to get some more names in here. We're talking Lampard, we're talking De Bruyne, we're talking Fabregas, we're talking
Lampard, Scholes are in the top 3.
Scholes, we're talking Gerrard. Who are we putting in there for number 4?
I think
KDB.
I put KDB.
Sorry, I thought I heard a fire alarm again. That day was dark. Sorry, okay. Who are we putting as number 4?
Kevin De Bruyne.
KDB, yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Nice.
Oh, thank goodness. That was nice. See? That was great. That was easy. Kevin De Bruyne goes in at number 4, undisputed. Give us a reason, each and every one of you, as to why you would put De Bruyne in that top 5 and number 4.
I think with KDB, for me, he's not a midfielder that I like, but he's a midfielder that I can respect.
Okay.
And I think when you look at his CV over the years in the Prem, the amount of assists that he's come up with, and you look at City's fall off coinciding with KDB coming to the tail end of his career, I think that speaks for itself. So he's not a midfielder I particularly be like, oh, I'm so excited to watch him. But, you know, partly to blame Pep's system, partly, you know, the way he plays, whatever. But I think what he's done deserves its flowers, and for me, that gives him 4th. He can't be in my top 3 because I don't enjoy watching him.
I enjoy watching him, but go on.
I can't add much more, but I just think his ability to change a game, I just think was magnificent. I think he was the final piece to Man City's puzzle that they were building in order to get them all the trophies that they wanted, especially the Champions League. I just think, especially like when you see someone like Haaland this season, you see how important Kevin De Bruyne is. He just links everything together. He is just that final piece, so you have to respect that.
Yeah, and he won a treble.
Exactly. So you can't really.
There's a reason why everyone was like,
Not a
when
Fugazi
KDB
treble,
comes
like
back-
the treble, the
Yeah.
actual.
when KDB comes back. When KDB comes back, not anymore. But then there's a reason why people were scared. So.
Okay, so we've all unanimously agreed on KDB. Diving back into the chaos. Names for 3rd place.
Frank Lampard.
What?
Lampard was
Sorry.
third for me too.
Give my man. What?
Lampard's third for me too. Yeah.
Exactly.
What? She's in the first person.
Nah.
Hey,
Nah.
cut the
For
cameras.
what?
What do you mean?
Okay, sorry. I'm impartial.
No, man.
For today.
They're
Sorry,
gonna put him
apologies.
third.
Apologies.
Look at them already
Apologies.
conspiring.
What's wrong with third?
Why should he be third?
Why not?
Okay,
Great
Faye.
midfielder.
No, we'll start with Shy. Shy, why is Frank Lampard 3rd?
I think Lampard had a fantastic Premier League career. I think he's top goal scorers in terms of midfielders, right? Yeah, he is. The last time I checked, anyways, I think that's true. I think he's a fantastic player. I think for over the years, you know, you saw him sort of midfielder, but right behind Didier Drogba, neither here nor there. And then as he got older, he went further and further back. I think he's had a fantastic career, but again, I'm basing this list based on midfielders that Anita's so angry. Look at her.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. My bad. I'll keep my foot still.
I think for me, there's midfielders that I've seen that I think is better than Frank Lampard, more talented than Frank Lampard. Probably won't be as good as finishers as Lampard was, but yeah, I just think he's third best, and of course his trophy cabinet speaks for itself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with third. You know, hats off to him. I'm not going to disrespect him because I have nothing bad to say. I just don't think he's first or second, in my opinion.
Ella, your reason for putting him 3rd?
I mean, likewise. I think he was a great midfielder.
But Gerrard, I promise you, Gerrard is not making that top 3 now. I swear down.
Gerrard is number 1.
He's
not
like,
3 or
swear
2.
down, he's not making that. I swear down. What?
That's
Okay. Let you finish your reason.
That position is not a bad position. As I said, it's very difficult to make up these lists. And the two that I put second and first, I agree with Shai. It's just a lot. One is based on talent.
And you're saying Gerrard.
What do you mean? Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get
Gerrard.
to it. We'll get to
We'll
it.
get to Gerrard, right? And the other is based on accolades, just the sheer amount of accolades. So based on that, Lampard just falls short of both.
So what does Gerrard have that Lampard doesn't have?
More talent.
You said accolades.
I said one is based on accolades, one is based on
And
talent.
with accolades, what does Gerrard have that Lampard doesn't
But
have?
I said one
Tell
is
me
based...
now,
I
Ella.
said what?
Tell me, what does he have?
I said one is based on accolades, one is based on talent. Gerrard is
Oh, so
more
Gerrard doesn't have
talented.
the accolades.
No, he
and
doesn't.
he also
And
doesn't
that's
have the
what-
talent.
Of course
because
he
he doesn't
has
have
the
the
talent.
most assists compared to both. Doesn't have the
But
most
he-
goals. Doesn't
I
have the most
don't-
clean sheets. He doesn't even have the stats
Whoa.
to back it up. No, but I'm sorry, this is a lie.
Can you please relax?
Sorry, this is just a lie. This is
Put
a
your
lie.
arm on your
Sorry, this is
put
a
your
lie.
arm on your sofa.
So this is just a lie. Sorry, but this is a lie. This is a lie.
It's not.
I don't have Gerrard above Lampard. I think that's crazy.
And that, I don't think it's crazy because I think Gerrard's just more talented as a player. I think he's more all-rounded. That's just my opinion.
Okay, but I've just told you that Lampard has the most assists
Okay, cool.
in Prem history.
No,
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, sorry, most clean sheets, sorry.
Clean sheets. I'm
That's
sorry.
still something.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, no.
You said
he
all-rounder.
played
Wait.
behind- No,
You
no,
said
no, no,
all-rounder.
no, no, no.
Let me
Now,
finish.
when I mean
Lampard
all-rounder...
has the most
So-
clean sheets
So what did
out
he
of
do
Prem
defensively?
history.
What did
He
he
did
do?
a lot.
What-
That's
no,
why
no,
that
no,
one
he
season,
played
how many
behind
clean sheets
Drogba.
did we have?
No.
We had like 15?
Nah.
15?
No.
15?
We only conceded 15
You
goals.
can't say Lampard
then-
was pivotal in you guys keeping 15 clean sheets. You
He
can't
is.
say that. He was
He
playing
is.
number 10.
He
Nah,
is.
Nah.
He is.
Faye,
Most
I think
clean
that's a
sheets-
little
That's very
bit
shameless.
shameless.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's a
shameless.
little bit shameless.
No, most clean sheets in Prem history.
No.
He has more assists
we're not talking
than
about Petr Cech and
Gerrard,
John Terry,
more
bro.
goals
But that
than
doesn't
Gerrard.
mean he's a more all-rounded
So
and talented
all
player.
rounding. That,
No,
is that
that's
not
no,
looking
that's
like
just
all
goals and
rounding
assists. That's just two
and clean
aspects.
sheets. So it showed
That's
defensive work
just
as well.
two aspects.
All rounding.
I'm
That's
sorry,
showing
no,
something. What does Gerrard
Okay,
have all
Faye,
rounding?
let's
Let's check his. Let's check his
let's-
goals and assists.
Let's
We
rein
can
it
check
back
it
in and let's allow Ella to finish her point
Sorry.
on why Lampard is third.
Sorry,
I mean, I was
Gerrard.
I was
24
Faye,
in
Faye,
That's
we're letting
not a
Ella
bad
finish
thing
her
for a
point.
midfielder.
Go
We're letting
ahead,
Ella
Ella.
finish. We're letting Ella finish.
Anyway, yes. So it's nothing on Lampard. I think it's
Assist
fantastic.
8. Sorry,
Which is good. Okay. Nothing on Lampard. Fantastic player. Respect him a lot.
Shots 9. Oh, he's 9th in the league, and Lampard's 7th.
Faye, please.
Because they were shifting Gerrard around everywhere. They were shifting
he's that
everywhere.
good.
Oh,
Because
but
he's that
Lampard is
good.
not that good. Let him be
I didn't
shifted.
say he's not that
no,
good.
sorry.
I didn't say
This is
if he's-
diabolical. And I
if
can't
he's
believe we're
third-
doing
we
this.
need to let her finish.
Sorry.
Listen, Lampard is is a fantastic midfielder, but that's the only reason I'm putting him third, because the two above him, I just rate one more talented and one better in terms of accolades. That's all. But good player, good career.
Shay has that all on camera. All right, Faye, who are you putting as third?
That's Fabregas.
Do you see her?
Hell no.
Okay, why? Why Fabregas at third?
Because I met him. But when he burst onto the scene at Arsenal, a very good talent. I don't think there's been anyone as talented as him to come out from the Arsenal academy. Would you say that's true?
Saska's not really our academy product, so we
He's
can't
not
take
academy. He
him.
didn't come from the academy.
No, we bought him. He came at 16, so he's
So-
a La Masia product.
But so he didn't come from the academy.
Yeah, he's not hell end.
When you bought him, did he come from the Did you buy him for the academy? Okay. So there's no one been as talented. He did a madness at Arsenal. Got the Invincible trophy. Congratulations. Right?
He was
Did he?
really
Did he?
No,
he got FA Cup the following year.
No,
Oh,
he
okay.
did not
Oh,
get an
fan-
Invincible trophy.
Oh, he didn't win the Invincible
No,
trophy.
he didn't
My
win the Premier
bad.
League.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry. He didn't win the Premier League with Arsenal. My bad. Same
Okay.
way as Gerrard didn't win the Premier League with Liverpool.
I know, it's
Sorry.
unfortunate. But go
Very
on.
unfortunate.
Mm.
He then came to Chelsea, and wow, what a revolution that was. Thank God that Arsene Wenger said no to him.
Because of Santi Cazorla as well. And Ozil. It's crazy. Ozil I understand to a certain degree.
Because
You guys finished both of them. Anyway, carry on.
and
It's not her fault that he's got infected.
It's your medical team, your medical staff, and we'll talk
He
about
had
that off
operation
camera.
in Spain.
We will talk about that off camera. We will.
but what
That
he
was one
did,
of my favourite players as well. What you lot did to Cardona was unforgivable. Go ahead.
true. And that what's his name, Eduardo. I liked him as well. But when he came to Chelsea, wow. The excitement, the joy, the flair. Him linking up, that assist that he did,
To Charlotte.
I think that's one of
Never
the
seen
best.
Gerrard do anything like that.
I've never seen Gerrard do anything like that in my life either.
Don't worry, I'll show you
That's
the
like the
tapes.
best
I will show
assist
you the
in
tapes.
in Premier League history. That was fantastic.
That assist was
He-
so calculated.
So
Oh.
enjoyable to watch. His vision, he really is magic.
See, for
He
me,
is.
I have Cesc and Lampard the other way around.
That, you know,
Two Chelsea players, so it's a win.
Yeah, I think Cesc is more talented than Frank Lampard
you could think he's more talented, but
and a better midfielder.
he hasn't got the accolades.
I mean,
He hasn't got
has
the accolades.
Lampard got 2 Euros in a World Cup?
In the Prem,
Well, Cesc won it while he was in the Prem.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
What, the World Cup?
Yes, 2010. He was still an Arsenal player.
Well, no, he wasn't.
He left
I
after.
I think we need
After.
to fact check
World
this.
Cup.
Oh, you're boying it. You're
So in the
boying
summer,
it.
even the summer, he
You're
was
boying,
he was
gone.
twerking for Barca.
Yeah.
And
Nah.
He
What's that
was
got to do?
gone.
Oh, come on, man.
It's not my fault. Lampard wasn't
Come
wanted
on.
overseas.
He could have gone
Gerrard
to
was, by
overseas.
the way. Just
Gerrard wanted to leave your club and join us.
and he didn't.
Why didn't he?
Yeah, because you lot threatened him.
Nah, it
You
wasn't-
lot
we didn't threaten him.
You
We
were
reset
sending
his
bombs
brain.
at his mum's house.
We reset his brain.
No,
Gentle
you were sending-
resetting.
you were
You
sending
guys,
bomb threats
can
to his
you
mum's house.
hear?
Resetting.
Are you
Gentle.
hearing this? She's calling threats resetting his brain.
Said gentle
There was
resetting.
no threats. There was gentle resetting. Just reminding him. Just
You're
little
sending
shit.
him- You lot were sending him death threats.
Why are you guys sending him threats? That's subliminals through newspapers as well. Like,
Nah,
come on.
allegedly. Has anyone seen those threats? Have you seen those threats?
Okay, so Cesc
cannot
Fabregas
believe
left
this.
Arsenal
Cannot believe this.
for Barcelona in 2011. So yes, he did win the World Cup whilst he was an Arsenal player.
Did he
Okay,
win?
and any Premier League stuff did you win?
No,
You won nothing with Arsenal, Premier League.
no, you know that.
No, I was just fact checking, I didn't know. I just
But I just don't think Lampard is a better midfielder than Cesc. No disrespect to Lampard.
Well, I think when we're saying like all rounding and all of that goodness, I would say yeah.
I don't
would
think
say Lampard's season, his basically that season that he won the Champions League.
so. hmm
Wow,
But in the season where Cesc got 19 assists for Chelsea,
that was also wow.
and he done it from the halfway line with no mobility in his legs.
Yeah, that's why I put him third
That's why I put him
because he
second.
didn't have mobility.
I'm happy either way it goes, if I'm being honest with you.
I just,
So I
I just
don't
think,
think-
like, for me, I just think Cesc is more talented, and that's no disrespect to Lampard. Even when you look at Cesc, 16, 17, 18, he was running circles around the same Lampard and Gerrard. Who's
That's
older
why I
than
put
him.
that's why I
what's
put him
crazy?
third.
I think, right, Lampard's talent is underrated.
It's because he's English.
Yeah.
No, really,
I
because Scholes
feel
is
like-
first for me.
Okay, we'll come to it. We'll come to it. Thanks for ruining the grand finale.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll come to it. But I think Lampard's talent is very underrated, and it's because he was in a team full of talented players anyway. Like, when you look at all of the teams he's been put in, the forwards have always shone, and every Champions League campaign that we've been in my opinion, Lampard has been the best player because he's always been the player that he tracks back, he recovers the ball, retains the ball, gets the ball into the final third, and no one really speaks about him much. A lot of people speak about his goals, and he scored loads of goals, but he was always doing the nitty-gritty work, and some of the assists that he pulled off can rival Fabregas's. I'm just putting it out there.
What do you mean?
Not
I said
that-
some,
not the-
and not
the
all.
assists for
I said
Scholes.
some.
Oh, no, but what do you mean always shone when, like, did Drogba not end the season with 5 goals? What shining was he outshining Frank Lampard that season?
Was it just Drogba in that team? Was Anelka not in that team?
I'm just saying.
Was Malouda not in that
You
team?
said the forwards have always shone. I'm just
SCM was
asking
in that
If a
team.
striker finishes
was
with
one
5
John
goals,
Terry
where's
was
he
in that
shining?
team.
There was one season that Drogba got Golden Boot,
Okay,
so he's shining. Let's not forget that.
but what about the season that I asked you about?
I don't know what season that is. I don't recall
But
it.
Frank Lampard shone in that team when Drogba got 5 goals, fine. But even when Drogba was still playing well, Frank Lampard was still a straight shooter.
I feel like
And that's
Drogba
why
was
I
injured as
put
well.
Lampard third. I think
Third
he's
is
the
not a
third
bad
best
position.
midfielder that the Prem has
Listen,
ever seen.
I'm easy with third or
No.
second.
I think he should be second at least. So I'm not gonna take third for Lampard.
That's fine. I got Cesc above him, so I'm not switching.
So Frank Lampard for third. Who's your third?
Says Fabregas.
Fabregas for third. I'm going to go Fabregas for third as well. So you guys in the comments, You guys in the comments, let us know who you are picking at third. Do you think I'm gonna put the highest scoring midfielder ever behind Cesc Fabregas? You must be out of your fucking mind, bro.
Yeah, but it's not all based on just stats, because if it was based on
and I
all,
told you
all,
that in a Saka argument, it's not about goals and assists, it's
But
about
you
talent.
just
Yeah, but
used
there's goals
And
and
I'm
assists.
telling you,
as the basis of
no,
your
did you not
argument.
just hear me about when I was talking about his talent as well? He's
not-
got the
he's not more
talent and he's got the
talented than
goals,
Cesc Fabregas.
but he's got the talent and the goals.
Yeah, but
And
Cesc
the
Fabregas
trophies.
got the talent and the assists.
But
Did
he's
he
got
get
the
the goals?
trophies
He's
as well,
higher.
so
He's higher in
all
the assist
three.
chart.
Did he get the
Sorry,
goals?
he's higher in the assist charts than Frank Lampard.
Is he higher in the goals chart than Frank Lampard?
So we're weighing.
Yeah, well,
what-
apples and oranges at the moment, and my oranges are better than your apples.
No, it's not, because
It
Cesc
is.
Fabregas is more
And mine
talented
is.
than Frank Lampard.
And Frank Lampard has more goals.
102 assists.
How many
Cesc has-
appearances?
Well, let me finish. Cesc has 111, so it's not that
How
much
many
different.
appearances?
I don't know how to check that, sorry.
Yes, you do.
I don't know how to check that.
It's right there. It's above the stat that you're reading.
not.
Yes,
It's not.
How many Premier League
It's
appearances?
It's not above the stat.
Fair you,
does
don't
Frank
be
Lampard
shameless.
have?
I know you're using the Premier League app as well. Like, come on,
He
it's
played
right
in
there.
this league his whole life. Cesc took a 4-year hiatus and is still above him in assists. Please don't play
Listen,
me.
I think both players are
Don't blame me.
talented.
Don't blame me.
One has more goals.
Don't blame me.
One has more assists.
And let's not even talk about
In
when
my
we got on the
opinion-
international stage, what both Lampard and Gerrard done. The two ugly, hideous twins.
Allow it. Let's not talk about Lampard on the international stage because it's
Listen.
not his fault.
Nah, it is his fault.
There
It is his
was a
fault.
curse there. Allow it.
No,
Gerrard,
no.
what's Gerrard doing?
What do you mean? What's Gerrard doing? It was his fault.
No, it wasn't
no,
his
no,
fault.
no,
It wasn't.
no, no.
Okay, let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back.
Nah.
Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back.
Don't ever play Cesc Fabregas when I'm here.
yeah,
You're
he's
crazy.
third.
Let's bring this back. You guys in the comments.
Lampard 609 appearances.
And I think Cesc got that
Fabregas.
300.
Jeez. I don't know.
All right,
He's
all right,
not
all
even
right, all
anywhere
right.
here.
Guys,
think he's got 300.
we are well over time. Please.
300.
Yeah.
Half.
Nah, it's not even 300. Hang on.
No, it was like 300. Let me check. Double check.
Guys.
Oh, I thought you couldn't find it.
I had to click the name.
Oh, check it. again.
350.
So half
Nice.
half of the appearances.
Are you sure? I don't see his name.
Yeah,
here.
look.
Oh yeah, fair.
And Lampard
She had it this whole time.
600 and something.
Let's
All
see.
right.
I
Okay.
had to click it.
Let's move
Let's
it
work out the
on.
percentages. I know there's a
Let's
mathematician
move it
that watches
on.
gold diggers.
Let's move it on. Let's move it on. So you guys in the comments, tell us what you think. Is it Cesc Fabregas or Frank Lampard at third? Let us know. Okay. So second, you got Cesc Fabregas.
Mm-hmm.
Who have you got for second, Ella?
I want to be really shameless, but
Who are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put Gerrard second. I'm not gonna be
Oh.
that shameless today. Yeah,
Okay,
put Gerrard second.
that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm eager to see who your first is gonna be, but that's very interesting.
Really, I think it's obvious.
You.
Oh, Scholesy.
I have to. I didn't want to.
Okay, that's interesting. Putting
Who are you putting second?
I'm putting Lampard. I mean, sorry.
Oh, Lampard.
Yeah, I'm
is
putting
second.
Lampard.
No,
Yeah.
you
So
can't
who
put
you
Lampard no more. Lampard's already
What?
been.
Gerrard
the name's
then.
already been said.
I'm not putting. God forbid. I'll look back now. So that's what I'm putting.
So who are you gonna put second then?
What did that guy say before? There was a missing tape. I'm gonna put Ronaldo.
Nah,
No, I'm not putting. Come back to me. I'm not putting Gerrard.
you
Yeah.
really can. It's fine.
No, I'm not
Do you know what? It's fine. You can leave it as Lampard, seeing as it was
Yeah.
going to be one of the
If
two, one or
we
the other
go
for you.
second and third, should we not just argue first now? Because Gerrard is a
Yeah.
non-factor in this.
What do you mean he's a non-factor?
He's a non-factor as well.
I'm sorry.
No, because you put Gerrard second.
Yeah.
You've put Fabregas second.
And Lampard third.
Faye, who have you got a second?
Lampard and Cesc have third.
Right. So either way, it's either Cesc or Lampard
Yeah.
for second place. I don't know why you wanted to tickle Steven Gerrard in
You should
there.
have put him first. I don't know why
You
you
should have put him first, because
Okay, let
girl,
me put him first.
No,
Scholes
no,
can
it's
be
too late,
second.
it's too late.
No. Scholes can be second.
Scholes can be second. Okay.
Scholes is first.
Let's just argue first right now. Okay.
So you're both going Scholes.
I'm not going to score. But can I say why you think he's first?
So who are you going
Who
for?
are you going with?
Don't worry, it's coming.
Can you go first, please?
No, I'm not going first.
No.
I'm not going first.
Okay. Let's
I'm
do
not
it in
going
order. Shy.
I think Paul Scholes is, in my opinion, the best midfielder the Prem has ever seen.
He
and
doesn't
that's-
believe so himself, by the way. but
That's
go on.
fine. You know, it's my opinion of him. So that's all right. I think if England had the balls to put Scholes where he belonged instead of playing those two hideous twins in the middle of the park, then maybe they would have got some success on the international stage. But no, you know, they want try-harders. Oh my God, I tackle hard. Look at me. And it got the national team nowhere.
So where was Scholes when the hideous twins were playing?
Out wide.
Oh, so he couldn't even play in the middle. He had to be played out wide.
Managers tactics and stuff.
Maybe
you
if
know?
he was good enough, he would play in the middle.
You know, like how Maresca, you guys say Maresca is misprofiling Cole Palmer. That's exactly what the England team done to Paul Scholes. So, as I was
Cole
saying,
Palmer can play both positions.
Sure, how's it going for him this season?
He's got like 13 goals, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's decent.
No problem. Anyways, as I was saying, I think I think for me, Scholes, and then when we're talking about CVs, his CV is unmatched compared to the rest of any other midfielder you want to name. And I think he was extremely important in those seasons for Manchester United. And I think Paul Scholes is one of the people where you look at him, when he's missing, you will see the impact that it has on the team. He's sort of like, I don't want to say in terms of direct comparisons, but he's sort of, the importance that he's had is the importance that I think Xavi had for Barcelona. That's how I see Paul Scholes. So that's why he's first for me. And that's really it. Nothing too much. Nothing too heavy.
Ella?
Gerrard. So of course he falls short on
In many
not winning
things.
not winning a Premier League. But I just think in terms of pure influence on a football club in that time, it was remarkable. I mean, I don't know if you guys can, 'cause you probably didn't have to, name a player that's been able to carry your club like he has. Solo. I mean, I think he is the only player to have scored in every single final. He's the only player to have a final named after him. He's the only player.
Who named the final after him? Liverpool fans?
No.
What
Everyone
final?
knows it's the Gerrard final.
I
The
don't know.
2006 final, yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Gerrard.
I don't recall UEFA officially naming
Pitbull no.
a final after him.
Pitbull no.
What final was this?
The FA Cup final.
Oh, hell no.
Yes.
FA Cup.
Everyone knows
I
that.
thought you were talking about like some Champions League final.
Okay,
What,
but
FA
if
Cup?
we can talk about the Champions League final. He got man of the match in that as well. Like this guy is just, his influence is just unmatched. I just can't. And there's I respect every midfielder on this list, but there's none of them would I put in Steven Gerrard's position. None of them would I replace. There's a reason why he was one of the first players to be inducted in the Premier League Hall of Fame, even without a Premier League title, because that's how good he was.
I just don't buy it. I'm so sorry.
I don't buy
But
it,
everything is
That
there.
ain't
Everything
it,
is
y'all.
there.
That
Everything
ain't
is
it,
there. It's
y'all.
cool. It's
I
cool.
don't know. I just feel like that not having a Premier League title to your legacy is
It's
so
damning.
damning. Yeah.
But he could have. He
Why
could
didn't
have
he
gone.
get it?
He
He
could
did.
have
Slipped.
gone. No,
He slipped.
it's because he didn't
He
have the
did.
team.
It's because he slipped.
Nah,
Let's
it's
be honest,
because
he did.
No, it's
You guys
because
thought
he
you were
didn't
gonna win
have
it, and
the
he
team.
slipped.
He
That's your
didn't have
captain.
the
He looked like
team
8-0 to Stoke on that same season.
He did not. That was a different season.
Oh, it was a
But
different season, but
yes,
you just
it
ate
No,
It
it
was
was definitely the same
I think
season.
it was-
wasn't
I
the
think
same
it was
season.
your last game.
No,
It was Gerrard's last game. Oh yeah, it was Gerrard's. I'm sure it was that same season.
No, how?
I'm
can
sure
he
it
be-
was.
How can his last season for Liverpool be the one that
He slipped. I'm
No,
sure it was.
wasn't. No,
It's alright, man. They
Do you know what?
slipped.
Let me
All I know is how
Yeah, I'll
can
check
your
that.
last season at the Premier you're losing 8-0 to Stoke? Has any of your midfielders got that?
That's how poor the team was. That's how poor the
Well,
team
he
was.
should have put the team on his back
Was
then.
it Lampard's last season scoring against Chelsea?
Yes, or City, unknown, yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, there you go.
He got the equaliser. He was like, I wasn't supposed to do that. Who's your midfielder then, Faye? I'm intrigued.
Mine,
Yeah.
the one, the only, the Mr. David Beckham.
Go away.
What?
Go away. Go away. Go away.
Do you know what? Let's
Why
hear it
not?
out. Let's hear it
I
out.
think
Go
a
ahead.
lot of people-
Go ahead.
Because he wasn't, maybe people were young during his time here.
How young were you? How old were you, sir?
I was old enough to know that I see sexy when I see it. Okay?
You see what?
I see sexy when I see it. Look,
What?
I think because he's a beautiful man, people don't want to recognise his talent. But there was a reason why he was setting trends by going to Madrid.
What?
He was one of the first, yeah. He was. He got the he's part of the treble.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that a lot of these midfielders can't say.
Scholes has the treble too.
Yeah, he was in the team, isn't it?
And then he has the Champions League 2008 against you guys.
When who slipped?
That was dirty. Whew. All right, let's bring it back. So, David Beckham.
We need that as a clip.
I don't say, man. Put David Beckham.
Saying that John Terry one rattled you, Faye.
Do you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did.
It's alright. You can remind her. She's lost a couple of Champions League finals.
Oh, when Salah broke his arm, remember?
We're not arguing.
He had to shoulder on.
Yeah, but that, you know what I mean? I really remember Moscow. I mean, it really, really made me sad.
Was Jose there? Wasn't it? Who's your manager?
No, I think it was.
What,
Adam
Moscow?
Grant.
It wasn't. It was Avram Grant, no?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't deserve to win nothing.
Nah, but still,
still,
like the
like-
team did.
You guys made up for it, Munich.
Fuck
Yeah,
off,
but-
man.
Play shit.
Well,
then.
just fuck off. Fuck off. That was dirty.
That was hilarious.
That was
That is a good one.
dirty. She was like, "Red, who slipped?"
That's what you call
Oh.
a snipe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Faye. Apologies. All right. So we've got different answers for that first spot.
Gerrard is never gonna get it.
Listen, I don't care. He's my number one.
He's not even making the top 5.
Cool.
Okay.
I got Scholes. Who have you got?
Who have I got? I'm not a part of this conversation.
But if you could be, who would you choose?
Beckham.
Oh, so
Gerrard,
when you wanted to give your 2 pence on Patrick Vieira, you were a part. Now you're not a part.
Beckham, no, like, but for real, then Beckham doesn't get mentioned because
He doesn't get mentioned. That was a surprise mention. I won't lie to you. He doesn't get mentioned enough. Top 10 for me, for sure. I think
even the
he's
top 10
iconic.
conversations, he doesn't even get mentioned.
He does,
Does he?
but nearer to the 10.
Depends on who you're speaking to be fair.
That's close to where Gerrard should be.
All right, let us know who's your number 1 and your number 2. Faye's gone with David Beckham at number 1, and who's your number 2?
Lampard.
Frank Lampard at number 2. Ella's gone with Steven Gerrard number 1,
Why
Paul
are you
Scholes
laughing
number
when you
2.
say Gerrard?
Sorry, I'm just like no Premier League trophy. I'm just like
Yeah.
it's just the taint. That's it. And Shai's gone for Paul Scholes number 1, says Fabregas number 2. Let us know in the comments where you land with this, and we're gonna end it here before we get into any more trouble. Thank you for watching, and look out for the next one.